Hello, welcome to Tetris Tuesdays at 10. I'm not going to take a whole long, well, depending on your point of view, actually. I was going to say I'm not going to take a whole long time introducing things because I have so many things that one of them is probably going to go wrong and we'll spend who knows how long troubleshooting. But I do have an introduction, and it has to do with so this week we're doing Tetris, Arcade Legends Tetris, I guess, technically, or PlayTV, I'm sorry, which, I can't remember which one came first. Actually, let's look it up, because here, on Tetris Tuesdays at 10, we have all of the information that Wikipedia sees fit to print. PlayTV Legends, formerly known as Arcade Legends. Okay, it was Arcade Legends first and then PlayTV Legends. You're glad you know that. Because there are boxes that feature the Arcade Legends logo instead of the PlayTV Legends, which is kind of important because, we're going to talk about Radica Games, which was this company that I've been seeing because they've been producing a lot of these kind of one-off Tetrises. Well, now I'm paranoid because I didn't check to make sure I'm online. I'm online, right? You would tell me if I wasn't. You have to tell me. As online as I'll ever be. I have been seeing them because you'll remember way back in the day, I did an episode with this here Tetris Junior. This was not a Radica thing, but I was able to find one at pretty good condition. I'm still kind of always surprised. And we did an unboxing. We turned it on, which now I can't necessarily remember how to do. Big button. Small button? Smaller button. There we go. See, look at that. Beautiful. This is not a Radica invention, but still a lot of fun. I'm not going to say I haven't been having fun with some of these one-off things. There's no off button. Okay, that goes back where it was. It hangs as a reminder that I'm doing stuff as weird as I am this week. In fact, here, I can just show you this. So these, everything in kind of black here is when Radica had a hand in something, which means it's when they released a, again, one-off little handheld thing. But I don't think they have them all in here, strangely enough. I don't think they went to the pain, I'm sure, of breaking down every SKU. So a lot of times it'll be like, there's more than even is shown here. In fact, I tried to go out and find some of these. That's a little bit about Radica, if we cared. So this is, I think, their first, what most call Pocket Tetris, or what the Tetris Wiki calls Pocket Tetris here, because sometimes they don't have pictures attached to these. So then there was this, which was Tetris Challenge, technically. You can see right there. I'm not sure what the difference altogether was, because you're going to see a lot of these. There's one big difference with most of these, and it's coming up here in a few. This was another Tetris, kind of unnamed. I thought maybe it was this guy over here, because then it's just down here, it's just like Tetris by Radica. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what I get it. So I don't know if this is what they're referring to, but luckily somebody was trying to sell one on eBay, so I got another picture of it. But you can see pretty similar. Like, it's got the D-pad, a start and a stop, and then the rotation buttons. Oh, I already closed. No, there it is. So yeah, there's definitely a design ethos, I guess you could say. From Hong Kong, actually. I didn't know that Radica even was a Hong Kong company. I don't know why that matters, but okay, this is where stuff got crazy. They started backlighting the devices, and this one is not the one that actually carried the name. But this is, I think, backlit. You can kind of tell. And then this one, it's kind of a big boy. It's a fat, it looks comfy though with those rubber handles. Is that backlit? Maybe we're not to the backlit ones yet. I'll tell you which ones are backlit. This one, because it says it is, there it is, yes, backlit screen. Even though this isn't, this design seems more functional than anything, but it was backlit, so that's when stuff started to get crazy. This also, advanced backlight allows play anytime, anywhere. This was another one I didn't actually see mentioned anywhere, I just found, so. These all came out sometime between 2000 and 2004, 5, something like that, maybe later. Actually, no. If I'm doing this correctly, we're not up to 2004 yet, because that's when our big boy came out. Oh, and this was the one they actually called Lighted Tetris. Came with like a screen too. You could like flip screen Tetris and more buttons. So the design was going places until it went to the craziest place maybe with this guy. And I talked about this before, and I talked about it on the live stream not too long ago, where this was the time period for this stuff. It was enough of a novelty that you would get those like all-in-ones with just a video out into your TV and no console necessary. In fact, I think that might say that on here. I saw it somewhere. Now I can't remember if it was on this or not. Well, trust me, no console is necessary. I myself had the little Atari joystick that had a video out, and all of the games were on that joystick. So it was cool. It was novel. It was fun at the time. I think I eventually sold that on eBay. So don't look for an episode of that whenever I move into... No, actually that's not true. I was going to say no Tetris for the Atari, but there actually was one for the Atari ST. We didn't play it, but it exists. So that's where we're at in 2004 when this thing came out. I found one on eBay. It wasn't that bad, 30 bucks, something like that. Well worth the investment for an episode of Tetris Tuesday. That's my promise to you. 30 bucks, not too expensive to... I keep talking down about this thing. I don't know, it could be good, but 30 bucks, not too expensive to embarrass myself on the internet. That's for sure. So this is where things might go wrong first, is that I have an overhead camera set up. I tried to run a bunch of wires. I'm still running a bunch of wires and afraid that something's going to fall apart at any moment. I haven't opened this yet, so that's the thing, is that I'm going to open it up, plug it in, and hope I've got it running through a RetroTink 4K, which is like overkill for this thing. This is going to be the best version of this 480p upscaled to 1080p Tetris that Radica made ever. But that's if it works. I also don't have, I should have had some batteries handy. Batteries included? Needed? Yes, we would definitely need batteries, right? Doesn't mention a thing about batteries. I guess we'll find out. So we're going to go to the overhead. It's just on my iPhone that's connected wirelessly, which OBS had a real problem with this. It kept dropping signal a bunch. This appears to be pretty stable. I also have a different phone than back then too. So if everything's working, I'm going to click this button and you're going to see why there's a tripod leg in the shot this entire time. Oh, I just realized, okay, no, we're good. Hey-oh. All right. Feeling pretty good so far. This only needs to work for as long as it takes me to unbox this thing. So let's get into it. I mean, it's in good condition no matter what. The fact that it's in its case, you know, I have no joke, 4 boxes worth of electronic boxes up there, because you never know, right? This person, man after my own heart, or woman, never knew if they were going to need it, but they did. Or it actually has never been opened. Some of the tape is seen better days, so I don't know. But as long as it works, I'm not going to really blame anybody for reselling me a 21-year-old Tetris. I'm also not above believing that somebody didn't buy this. Some retail establishment somewhere didn't sell out of their standalone Tetrises. Okay, what are you doing here? Am I missing a... Dang, I had to guess. I'd say that maybe this has never been opened. What are you caught on? Okay, there we go. There we go. Sheesh. I'm sure that sounded wonderful. Definitely feels like it's maybe never been opened. We do have some tape here. Oh, maybe I can... Nope, tape on both sides. They thought of everything. Nobody was going to walk away with this piece of tech. Unless they went to the trouble to... Does this look like 20-year-old tape? Actually, yeah, could be. Okay, that should get us there. And no, I did not track down a second player for this thing. Not yet. I don't know. Actually, no. My wife is out and about at the moment. So unless my daughter finds a way to ditch class and show up. Instruction manual. Sure. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm going to say this has truly never been opened. Okay. Warning, epilepsy and seizures. Boy, I'm just... read before operating your PlayTV Legends. Battery installation. Okay, this game is powered by 4 AA. Okay, so I've got those. Don't worry. To set up, to use. Okay. I don't think we necessarily need to read through all of this. If I can't figure it out, we can... 90-day limited warranty. So I guess if it doesn't work, there's a phone number, I think, somewhere I can call. Okay, I need... Do I need 4 for both? Oh, no, okay. Okay, so the 2 controllers, the second does join by a mini, and it looks like it runs power, too, because there's no power, or however that works. There is an on-off switch on the side. But yeah, we're not gonna need the second controller for the time being. I guess the controls, although they seem pretty self-explanatory, down, left, right, rotate. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna go get, looks like a screwdriver and 4 AA's. Nobody go anywhere. Or if you show up while I'm gone, just sit there. All right, It was actually a closer call than I wanted it to be. There were 4 on the charger and 3 elsewhere. Okay. Oh, the screwdriver, right. Luckily, I still have my screwdriver from when I was an electrician. Nope, doesn't work. All right, got my trusty iFixit. Actually interviewed for a position at iFixit, semi-local. Been a while. Went back for a second round, maybe a third, so I think I might have been in the running, but wasn't meant to be. Don't have to worry about corrosion. Guess that would have been a dead giveaway if this was used at any point. Not the corrosion, just that. Yeah. You can tell if a battery's been in something. Okay, now the second moment of truth. It's got the twisty tie on it. Yeah, this is actually new. Okay. Plugging it into the retro tink. Mono audio, and I've had to guess on the levels, so we're really gonna see how this goes. I might also have to do some live arranging of the picture here, so give me a second whenever that finally boots. Okay, let's go to the game. Okay, no signal. Now let's connect a Bluetooth device. Actually don't need the overhead shot anymore, so I can see it's dropping frames. Tell you what, just for safe measure, let's kill the overhead altogether. Okay. All right. Hitting the on switch. Hey. Wow, look at that. New music. Oh, is it? The picture's shifting, or is that me here trying to mess with stuff? Let's crop ourselves in a little bit. coloring is a little strange on this. That is the picture. Okay, it's not me. It's jumping up and down. Trying to see if I can find a way to make the audio stereo. Input left, channel 1. Input right, channel 1. There we go. Also, I'm going to say that's coming in a little hot, so I'm going to turn it down. How's that? Okay. So far so good. Now I actually have to play with this controller. Which maybe I could be using the overhead for something here. Okay, it's not letting me select 2-player. How do I start? Can I press down on this? I can press down on it. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so you kind of using it as a joystick. Down is enter. Okay. Yeah, I can't select 2-player just yet. Okay, I am going to check the... Pushing left or right on the controller, pressing down selects the game mode. What about when I'm in the game? Not seeing much on it. When connecting to a VCR, which I could very well be doing. Okay. Standard garbage timed hotline is back. Kind of interesting that hotline was apparently making headlines enough, I guess, to become a standard version. Let's go with standard. Rotate. Does up hard drop? No, it does not. So we might only have soft drop. This is going to be a mess if it starts going quickly. Can I hold? No. I'm going to say no. Okay. Oh, delayed auto shift is not bad. And it moves. Ooh, I mean, I could always rotate both ways. Can I take advantage of it? Is the music speeding up already? Oh, that's doing that screen shift even in this mode. Not horrible sound effects. I already ruined my chances for a Tetris here. Let's see if I can... Why does it sound slightly like a sea lion. And yeah, the music was speeding up, even though it was only like halfway up. I really only made 10 lines? Sheesh. Relax. I'm halfway. Still on level 1. Okay. What? No! Like the down wasn't registering, so I pressed it extra hard and it started moving. Okay, here we go. Tetris! Is that a different sound at all? Okay, there's gotta be a better way to... The controller's novel, I'll give you that, but there's like no ergonomics to it. In fact, I probably should. Tell you what, if there was a pause, I would. Wait until I die, which shouldn't be too long. There's no diagonal. I think that's what's happening is I'm not pressing perfectly down. Oh boy. Rotate! Nope. Wall kicks. Nope. Jeez. Oh, go, oh boy. Let's say no for now. Oh, maybe hard drop is pushing down on the joystick. I gotta try that next time. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can get... Okay. I'm really gonna cut this down here. Oh, cool. There we go. Okay, now you can really see me struggle through this. Okay, garbage Tetris. Gonna explain it to me? Just got garbage. Guess it's kind of easier to push it down. Oh wait, yeah, let's try. Nope, doesn't do anything. Maybe this controller's like Connect, you know, like scientists got a hold of it and now they use it for like medical procedures and stuff. I probably should have. Oh, let's see if. No, I can't do it this one. Probably should have checked the internet for man beats Dark Souls with Tetris controller. Oh. So no success. Fun end screen there. Huh. Is that just it? Okay. What if I play? All right. Hold on. No. Ten. I've got no. Ah! So this is a little like satellite Tetris, in that satellite TV Tetris, that is, in that they appear to know that speed is not an option. Although, remember how I said the delayed auto shift was pretty good? A little too good. Yes, let's play again. Not sure how to. There's no like optimal way to hold this, really. I guess as a versus machine, this probably has way more value because you can both kind of struggle through it. I could see this being fun in a party atmosphere type thing. Still definitely a seal. glad I got a new one now. I can't imagine what this controller's like after actual use for any amount of time. Feels a little inaccurate already, let's say. I don't hate the music. I hate that it goes faster too early. RNG doesn't appear to be forgiving. Ah, boy, there it is. No. Let's see what else. Time Tetris. That's what I want. I want a time restraint while trying to play this. Oof. Okay. Is it... Oh, my score is going down over there. Is the playing field a little wider than usual? Or is it just me? I wonder if it does that screen hop. It's doing a lot now. Hey, that could be a symptom. Like, the RetroTink is a marvel of a device, but that could be a function of... I wasn't able to, because I wanted to do it all sight unseen. I wasn't able to fine-tune the settings on the RetroTink, so... See if I can do a spin here. Sure can. See if I can do a spin here. Alright, let's see how close to guideline this is. This would blow people's minds if I was too... Nope, not even close. What is going on? Is that just... Maybe that's Meld. Maybe that's my streaming platform. Are you guys seeing that at all? Because boy, it is. Oh, I know what happened. I clicked a little. Alright. Nope, still shaking. It's going nuts now. That makes me think it is the game and not the scaler. I mean, it would have been a cool feature if it was on purpose. The longer you play this game, the more it falls apart at the seams. Oh, I did something. So, okay. So if that's, alright, timed Tetris. Oh, wait, I can just look at the wiki for this thing. Time Tetris, line attack mode with a downwards counting score acting as timer. The timer always starts at 1 tick from 10,000, and the line goal is 5 times 5, depending on the level. For 5 plus 5 times the level. Okay. I'm going to say no to that one as well. Boy. That can't be the scaler. I don't know. I mean, it's probably sending a 480p signal. I don't know enough to say, but boy, that's really hopping around now. I figured if... I feel like if it was the scaler, it wouldn't get progressively worse like this. That sounds more like a software glitch. Okay. Got one mode left, right? Hotline. I feel like I haven't experienced the speed up at all just yet. You know what's maybe sad? I feel prepared to say this is the worst Tetris I've played so far. And not because of the game. Although I guess that's not terribly impressive either. Between the graphics hopping around. Forgot how Hotline works. Okay, let's get up. Oh, this is easy. Hotline is easy with this controller. Again, in a party setting, you know, it does say, it does come with two controllers, like it's meant to be played with friends. So, maybe if I were playing it as intended, if I was playing this Tetris as intended, I would have a different story to tell. Oof. I don't know. Okay, yes. I didn't get a single... No, I got some lines, none of them counted because it was Hotline, but... It's holding down is not anybody's friend here. There's no... Does this talk about this? Like many other plug-and-play systems, the unit is both the controller and the console, right? Connects directly to a TV. Only input device is a red O piece, which can be tilted sideways, downward, twisted both clockwise and anti-clockwise, providing intuitive but unwieldy control scheme. However, tilting the piece up or pushing it down have no effect. Second controller can be daisy-chained to the first. Yes, that is correct. Despite being developed and released well into the guideline, the game does not feature the super rotation system. Pieces are random. Previews are rotated to fit the HUD in the middle of the screen. Oh, you're right. That's okay. I kind of like subconsciously was picking up on that. So next shows it spawning in vertical and it doesn't spawn like that. That is a little off-putting. Okay. Despite this, they will spawn normally in the playfield. That's true. Hotline Tetris, score attack mode with no timer, but any line cleared that is not or has not been cleared together with a colored line is worth no points, right? I remember how Hotline works at the very least. Hotline scores are level times X times Y, where X is unknown for the orange line in row 20. So has nobody ever... I take that to mean nobody's ever scored or gone to the trouble, taken the time. This is a wiki, by the way. We know the pains that people go to complete a wiki. Apparently for this one, they were like, well, we would have to clear a line. Let's see if I can do it. If I can clear an orange line for them, I will have done my work. I will have provided a great service for the Tetris people. I have died without a single line 2 times in a row. Okay, got one. Oh, that would have been super helpful in a second. Oh, okay, no. I get it. That's maybe impossible. Wow. Rotation. Play pieces spawn. Okay. Bugs due to no lock delay. No ARE, yeah, no spawn delay, and a lack of a vanish zone. Row 20 cannot be cleared by making the orange line in Hot Tetris. Oh, okay. In Hotline Tetris, purely cosmetic. Is that true? Like, shouldn't it be, I mean, yes, I get it, but shouldn't it be possible if you set up that second, or the orange, if you set up that row, oh no, because every piece, oh yeah, okay. Because every piece will at least take up 2 spaces. So even if I set up the orange line perfectly, so that miraculously the right piece spawns into the right place, since it will always be 1 line above the orange, it will, I guess, game over before it gives me the line clear, is what they're saying here. Again, assuming somebody actually figured that out or was able to make that happen. But I would say it's not worth trying to figure that out. Oh boy. What other bugs do we got? The piece will only test and perform a left-right kick at the bottom row of the rotation box. Both the menus and the game over dialog cannot be interacted with until any previously held input is released. Oh, interesting. So if I do this, hold the down, because it does carry over across pieces. And keep holding the down, which automatically selects yes. Oh no, yeah, it freezes. Known replicable. Until I let go. Interesting. Doesn't say anything about the jumping screen though. So maybe that is my... I feel like that would have been... Wow. This part right here, not the worst. I could live with this. If this was it. This was the only title screen. It's not the worst title screen we've ever had. Yeah, boy, they are not joking, considering what we've played so far. This is a real step backwards, isn't it? But how fun was that? Because I think I might be done. I wish there was some, like, I can't even think of like a fake goal to give myself. Boy. You know what, let's try, tell you what, find out if the scaler's the one doing this. Menu. Alright, give me a second here. HDMI out. I had it on 1080p 60, so there is a discrepancy, obviously there would be. Let's see if 480p 60 solves it. Don't like the aspect ratio, but... Nope, there's the jump. Although before, when it was jumping, it would give that extra line. I promised you some troubleshooting. And troubleshooting, I don't know why. I might plug this in one other time just to show my family. Nope, there it is, yeah, and it'll add that line at the bottom, so. I would say that's not the issue. I'm gonna say that maybe this Tetris is not great in that way. It might be one of these settings up here too. Again, the RetroTink, a miracle of a device. Not one that I understand in the slightest, but at the very least, got us up and running relatively, completely painlessly, I will say. And again, given what I've known about this game so far in our short life together, I'm going to blame the game. So, there it is, folks. Quite possibly the worst Tetris I've played so far. It doesn't say much, you know, it can be the worst you've played so far and not the worst Tetris ever, or, you know, even bad. That might be bad, regardless. Oh boy. Well, at least we went through it together, right? What's worse than a bad Tetris that you can't share with your friends? And it was fun. Like, regardless, that's always the fun takeaway, is that I get to go through and see all these different handhelds that Radica did over their lifetime as a company. And I don't know if it's okay. Will it be the last? Hold on. We can do this all together. Radica. Played those. No, didn't play them, but talked about them. Oh yeah, we've got Tetris Gold, which is a red link, which means probably won't be able to find it, but I will show you a picture of it. Tetris 360. Oh, I think I did see a picture of that. Oh yeah, there it is. I wonder if they were trying to get 4 people on that. Tetris Simon, is that what that is? Tetris Color Screen. Still interesting that I mean, that just speaks to Tetris, that it would see so much play on these handhelds when, like, you know, this was 2007, so Game Boy Advance definitely existed, but way, like, arguably better ways to play Tetris than what some of these handhelds might be. Tetris Color Screen, looks like that might be it. Okay, yeah. So Radica as a company did not, it appear, go much beyond 2007. I believe they were purchased by Mattel, right? Yes, here we go. Mattel Inc. acquired Radica in 2006. So I guess they used the brand for 1 more year, and then probably everything after that would have been Mattel. Although, is there any such thing as a Mattel Tetris? A-T-T-E. Nope, not that I can see. So looks like maybe their license ran out as well, or who knows at that point. So fun until the poor software design takes the Tetris away. What are we doing next week? Next week we are doing, okay, we might do a real big boy Tetris. So we need to have a week where I tell you about all the mobile Tetris games I'm not playing. That's actually what I've been going through and marking some of them. This other color in here with the blue. Those are all mobile Tetrises, like flip phone Tetrises, kind of, that outside of finding, would there be a cheap flip phone? Some of these are Japanese mobile only as well, which makes it extra hard. But yeah, who would put it past me? Maybe I find one of those eventually. Anywho, next week, not going to be that. We will finally play Tetris Elements, the like legit CD-ROM Tetris game that came out for, it seems, Windows and Mac OS X, and I have an OS X laptop over there, a G4 PowerBook, which was my first laptop, so that could be a fun and interesting way to do this game, especially if I'm able to find, that can't be expensive, right? Tetris Elements for Mac, that's got to be a disc that's easily acquirable. Tune in next week to find out. And thanks for hanging out this week. This is always fun. This is always a blast. As far as the channel goes, you should see another episode of Cinematic this week for Tai Chi Master, which was a ton of fun for many different reasons. If you liked the amount of pain I go through to show you a standalone, quote unquote, bad Tetris. You'll love the amount of effort I go to talk about Tai Chi Master from 1993. So stay tuned for that. Don't really have anything else on the docket. I did do that live stream that was kind of like what's coming up for me in this channel. So if you're extra curious about things in the future of this channel, you can check that out. VOD is up. Otherwise, yeah, things slow down maybe a little bit around Christmas, but no promises, let's say. They could very well speed up and I could get a bug. I've got like 10 ideas, so stay tuned for ideas. And we'll see you next week.